The Pan-African Payment and Settlement System is currently being launched commercially in Ghana today after a 3-month operational rollout in September last year. The PAPSS will enable instant cross-border payments in local currencies among African markets. How are exporters in Africa positioned to take advantage of this payment model? Bamidele Ayemibo, an export consultant, joins me to discuss this. Bamidele, thank you for joining us today. A big achievement or feat, I must say, in furtherance of the African Continental Free Trade Area. Share your perspective on what this means and the significance of this payment model.
Say congratulations to Africa, a milestone reached on the journey to unifying African payment, and of course to get AfCFTA off the ground. This platform created by PAPSS basically enables individuals, businesses across Africa to be able to transact business and pay in their local currency, such that I will not involve a third country. That means if I'm paying, effectively a payment to Kenya shilling, I will pay Naira, and the guy in Kenya will receive Kenyan shilling. And all this will be going through the PAPSS system. I think it's a great fit for Africa, and I think we're in the right direction.
Now, for a typical SME business owner here in Nigeria who wants to tap into the Continental Free Trade Agreement and is listening and has heard about this model and is wondering how he or she can, what are the steps, what is the typical scenario in terms of how he can approach that, the software or the payment model, and how, just could you walk us through the steps required in terms of how it's going to work?
So ordinarily, if you are exporting from Nigeria, and you're exporting to anywhere in the world, you produce your goods, do your documentation, pre-export documentation, and then do the shipment through the port, and then send the document through your bank to the buyer's bank, and then the buyer's bank release document to the buyer on the other side, and the buyer effect payment. Now, the buyer on the other side typically will use his local currency to source for foreign exchange, and in sourcing for this foreign exchange in his country. That means if there is a challenge with foreign exchange, like a lot of importers are having in Nigeria now, it becomes a very big challenge for such a buyer to be able to pay, and that will affect the exporter. But in this case now, the importer will be able to source of local foreign exchange to buy dollar or euro or pounds and effect a transfer through his bank to the Nigerian exporter. But under the PAPSS, what will happen is if I do that shipment, I'm going to present my document to the bank quite all right. The guy in Kenya or in Namibia or in Algeria will pay his local currency. So the way this is going to work is all the central bank of Africa already part of it. What is being advocated by the Vice President of Ghana in his speech is for the central bank to ensure the national switch system is connected to PAPSS application. That way, all the banks of all the countries in Africa will be indirectly connected to that application. And that makes the payment a lot seamless. So that means as an importer who want to pay my supplier in Nigeria, let's say I'm an importer in Nigeria and I want to pay a buyer of my product in Ghana, I will give Naira to my bank. My bank is a participating bank. My bank now can, if it will check all the required documentation according to the local regulation, instead of now going to purchase FX, can effect payment with my Naira through the PAPSS system, and the other guy will get it within 24 hours.
Well, definitely a game changer if we begin to see this roll. But how soon, and I know it's been officially launched today, but in terms of how ready the overall infrastructure is on all sides, concerned, how soon can exporters or businesses begin to use this software? Do we know? Do we have that information?
Now, the country connected now a few months, and because West Africa is multilingual, multicultural, multi-currency, so it is a good region to test run the process. So what is now expected is for other central banks to key into the system and connecting with their national switch to be able to ensure that all the other banks are connected. So until those banks are connected, I will not be able to pay through this platform to the people in those countries. But that's what is being advocated now, that all the central banks in Africa, of which most of the central bank governors are members, Godfrey Emefiele is the chairman of the governing council, but most of the great central bank governors of many African countries are members of the governing council, and so they are to mandate, is to ensure rather that their switching system is connected, so that because all their banks are already connected to the switching system through the RTG system, and that will make it easier for me to begin to pay. So that means before I be able to effect payment, I need to be sure that country has been connected. That's what is expected to take place from now.
How much of an incentive is this for exporters now to begin to position themselves and perhaps even begin to scale now that the issue of foreign currencies, Nigeria as an example now, the issue of FX, sourcing FX is no longer an issue?
This is for an importer in Nigeria who is having challenge with forex, you should be able to ask what you are importing from China, can you get it from South Africa? Can you get it from other parts of Africa? So that you won't have to be looking for foreign exchange to be able to effect payment. This system is fast, so you can pay and your buyer will be able to receive payment on time. You don't need to be sourcing for foreign exchange, which is causing a lot of delay right now. You are paying in your local currency. You're paying in your local currency, even though you still, of course, have to do all the record documentation, either you're on the import or on the export side. So for SME, it's of immense benefit and advantage to them. They are saving costs, the cost of transaction. The CBN governor said that we are, I think, over $500 billion in terms of the cost of payment from Africa. I think $5 billion in terms of annual cost of payment from Africa. So that cost is reduced on the part of the SMEs, and of course, the cost of the transaction is fast. But more importantly, because SME do not have enough capital, they don't have enough cash, they need a very fast cash conversion cycle. The fact that payment will be fast is going to help them to be able to be able to transfer effectively without having to wait endlessly for their payment to come from the buyer.